Ralph Lauren, my absolute favorite clothing outlet, as you can tell. We're here at the shop here, and I'm going to be breaking down the Ralph Lauren chart to see how you can trade this and potentially get all your Ralph gear for free. Let's break down the charts and let's go.
So here we have it. We have the chart for the fashion company Ralph Lauren. As mentioned before, this is one of my favourite brands. I own quite a lot of Ralph Lauren stuff, probably more so than I would care to admit. But I think it's an interesting chart. Certainly, you can see it went through this sort of fairly stagnant period here, and then all of a sudden, it's just had, certainly in the last 2 or 3 years, it has just had the most obscene surge, just a real renaissance for the brand. So I think we will start by marking out our all-time high. And you've got an all-time low down here that I can mark in, but yeah, that's a massive range. But so we can find some levels. So what levels stick out? I think there's a very interesting level there that I will get white, and we will type yearly. We've got a really nice reversal there. So again, yearly. I think, yeah, we've got another one down here, but this one's a bit less relevant. So mark that out. And so we'll drop down onto the 6-month. So if I click off here, you can see perfect 6-month level here. That's the reversal for both of these candles. This is you can see this has acted as a level here, as a level here, and as a level here. So this is a really key level. We also have the 6-month level there. And another one there. And another one there. Perfect. Right. So if we move down into 3 months, is there anything we see? We have a 3-month level here. This is probably the nearest one on the impulse we have. So mark that there. And as you can see, really nice range with that here. And then you've got one there that we can mark out. So I will put 3 months. Outside of that, there's not really any. There's one here in the middle of this yearly zone, so we'll mark this out. So now we will drop down onto the monthly and see what we can see. So I think if I take this up and we zoom in, what can we see? Slightly off there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the monthly. As you can see, we are now well and truly into price discovery on this. So if we go down onto the weekly, is there any weekly levels around here that we can play? There is one there. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. There's one there from these, so we'll put that there. So, I think as this is in price discovery, we probably are now looking for areas where it would pull back to get an entry. So if we go across here, what sticks out from a volume perspective? So you have a high volume point here. I'll put that on there, make that purple. We can see a lot of volume around here. We have, so if we go along, we've got something at the bottom of that wick there. We've got here. We also have here. Got one just below this volume point here. a very interesting point that sticks out here, slightly above at 256, and then then we have that there. So if we go down onto the daily, as you can see, really nice solid push up. I mean, the thing that strikes me is this liquidity zone here. As you can see, big wick in there. There is an interesting point. You've obviously got a fair value gap here, which the bottom should be filled. You've got an FEG there. And then similar down here. So, I mean, all in all, very interesting chart. As we can see, it's really strong impulse up in September, came down, retested here, pushed up. Now move that all-time high down. As you can see, it reached an all-time high on Friday. So it's very much a stock that is having its moment. I think if I was looking at this, potentially when it cools off, you have an interesting entry zone around here. You have a very good entry zone around here. As you can see, big liquidity pocket, a lot of volume. So it would be interesting to see potential dip into here to grab some fuel before moving up. And then further down, you've got here at 256, 249, 23164. Before you're coming then down and testing some of these levels, and this would be a full reversal of the tariff pump. So yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on, and yeah, it's good to see it doing so well. It would be nice to give me an entry, but yeah, definitely one to keep on the watch list.